Guys, get you a book bag. Girls, get you a bigger purse. After VSG, you're gonna need it. Okay, so in this video today, we're going to be discussing the things a post-op VSG patient should carry with them. These are things that I picked up along the way. Post-op, I didn't know in advance that I would need all of these things. Some of the things I did know. However, being almost 9 months post-op, I kind of figured out some of this stuff along the way. So let's get started. So one of the things that I found important to carry post-op were drink mixes. Now my preferred style of drink mix, sugar-free drink mix, are the liquid versions. You can get like Mio or Crystal Light. I tried these in the beginning post-op, and when I say beginning, I mean like maybe less than a month post-op, and these would irritate my stomach so bad, the powders would. Now that I'm almost 9 months post-op, they don't really bother me that bad at all, but in the beginning I couldn't tolerate these. However, I've been able to tolerate Crystal Lights, Mios, and Great Value liquid enhancers or liquid drink mixes since the beginning. These are a lifesaver, trust me. When you're out and about or when you're going to the movies, they really don't have much to accommodate us aside from water. And very early on, I noticed that I could not tolerate just plain water. It's very heavy on my stomach. So to make the water more palatable and easier on my stomach, I had to add the enhancers. So get you some enhancers to carry in your purse or your backpack. You will need them. Next, vitamins. You're going to need vitamins for the rest of your life post-op. These, and it doesn't necessarily have to be this brand. This is just one of the brands that I use. A lot of people prefer to use bariatric vitamins, and that's great. However, I was just in a rush one day. I was in Sam's Club. This is a packet of, or a jar of 300 tablets. I do not like these because they are very big, very heavy. I can feel them going down, but I'm going to use this up because I don't like wasting money. So find you a suitable vitamin, one that's able, one that you're able to swallow easily. A lot of people like the liquid vitamins. So if you like the liquid vitamins, get those. There are many sites that have bariatric vitamins or bariatric friendly vitamins. I've even used the patches in at different times. I've used vitamin patches. So find something that works for you. Make sure you get them and keep them with you because you're going to need your vitamins forever. Next, peanut butter. Peanut butter will be your friend, especially in the early stages post-op. Once you hit like the pureed or the soft food phase, there isn't going to be too much that you can handle. Peanut butter was one of the few things that I could handle. It was my saving grace. Of course, you don't want to carry around the big heavy jar. This is just all I had at the house. However, they do have the individual servings, and those are what I usually would get. I'll try to find a picture and put it in either here or over here or somewhere. But you definitely want to have peanut butter with you. Again, I didn't want to stay confined to the house post-op for months and months at a time. I still had a life to live. I still wanted to get out and enjoy myself. I just had to make certain modifications. And so one of those things I used to enjoy doing and still do is going to the movies. But like I stated, movie theaters seldom cater to bariatric patients, and so as a result I had to bring my own snacks. So the snacks I would take with me would be the individual peanut butter servings and my drink mixes, and I would just buy a bottle of water if I didn't take one of those with me, and sometimes I did, but if I didn't, I would just have my individual serving of peanut butter, you know, grab a spoon or have a spoon with you, and buy a bottle of water and then just add it to the drink mix, and I was good to go. That would, you know, that would suffice for the duration of the movie. And of course you can't really do both at the same time, so there would be like a portion of time where I would eat the peanut butter, then pause for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then later I would have my drink. So make sure you get you the individual peanut butter servings, and also check what your surgeon, because different surgeons and nutritionists will or won't allow peanut butter right away or at a certain time or at a certain point. On week 3 or week 4 it was allowed. It was perfect. I loved it. I carried it with me. Also check out my Instagram. My Instagram was pretty much a diary or a journal of things that I used or things that I found made things a little bit easier for me in the beginning post-op, and I still do post over there very frequently items that I feel will help my VSG family. So check that out for other items that I would take with me or carry in my bag or pick up along the way to make this journey a little bit easier. Another thing you'll need, and this is very early on, chapstick, Carmex, whatever sort of lip gloss you like, you'll need it. Why? Because after surgery, and you'll need this, it's pretty much as soon as after surgery, you're going to be basically dehydrated. You aren't able to have anything to drink. I believe it was either 4 hours after surgery or until the next day. I think it was the next day. I have to go back and double check. But I was able to have like ice chips to suck on and stuff like that. So it was recommended that I pack some chapstick with me, or chapstick to have with me right after surgery. But again, in the beginning, it's going to be very hard to get in the recommended amount of liquids that you need, and you still may be a little dehydrated from time to time. Your lips might be a little bit chapped. It's just going to be kind of uncomfortable in the beginning. To be totally honest, there is an adjustment period. So make sure you keep some chapstick or some lip balm, any kind that you prefer, with you. Y'all, when I tell you I am so addicted to these little chewy suckers right here, these are extra chewy mints. I am so addicted to them that they used to sell them at Walmart. I used to be able to find these at Walmart. However, since I can't find them at Walmart, I would find them on Amazon now, because for whatever reason Walmart doesn't carry them anymore. I searched the store. I had an associate search the store with me. They don't carry them anymore, so I have to find them online. But when they did carry them in the store, instead of buying the one individual pack, I would buy the entire box that they have by the register, because I'm so addicted to these. They also have them on Amazon, and I get them the same way on Amazon now, in the container or by the whole box or case or whatever you want to call it. But the reason I'm so addicted to these and the reason they help so much is because those of us who had a chewing gum habit, I was addicted to chewing gum. Chewing gum was like my cigarette after a meal. I had to have chewing gum. It was like my cigarette after a meal. I always had to have chewing gum. But since surgery, it's recommended that you don't, 1, drink out of a straw, or 2, chew gum. Why? Because those two things are known to are said to stretch your stomach. Again, this may not apply to everyone. It depends upon your surgeon, where you have the surgery done. Some people are allowed to drink out of straws. Some swear by drinking out of straws since surgery. My particular surgeon didn't recommend that I not do it. So I have not had use the straw, which is also something that I was addicted to. I use straws 24/7. I would buy the 100-pack of straws and keep them at my home from the Dollar Tree. I always had straws. I would always buy the little tumblers with the straws. I was just addicted to straws, and I was addicted to gum. Like I said, both of which are said to inflate your stomach. So I haven't had a straw, I haven't used a straw, and I haven't had a piece of gum since. But these work wonders. I put them in my mouth after I finish a meal. I actually put them under my tongue and just let them sit. But if you don't want to do that, you can also chew these like gum, because they do dissolve. They're chewable mints and they taste so good, y'all. So get you some chewable mints or any sort of mints that you like, sugar-free mints, and keep them with you in your purse or your backpack or whatever you carry, because you will need them. Protein shakes. You will need protein shakes with you. The main focus after VSG, especially in the beginning, is protein. Protein, protein, protein. And that's gonna be the song of the day, the song of the week, the song of the month, and maybe even the song of the year, depending upon your surgeon and nutritionist. You need to get in protein. And so again, in the beginning, it's very hard to eat. It's going to take a while before you can eat regularly. So make sure you have some protein shakes with you. If you don't want to carry the big old protein shake bottles like this, get some protein powder. You can buy the protein powder off of Amazon, or your favorite protein powder from GNC, Vitamin Shop, wherever you prefer, and scoop some out and put it in a Ziploc baggie, and then take it with you. That way you can mix it in whatever it is that you have to drink with you, or you can make it into a shake whenever you get where you're going. I just, I carry a big bag, so it doesn't really bother me, or it didn't bother me to have a Premier protein or even this big bottle of lean shake in my bag. I mean, I had to do what I had to do. It works wonders. It works perfect for me. So make sure you keep some protein handy for when you're out and about. To piggyback off of that, protein bars. You'll also need some protein bars. This is later on down the line, not right away, but a few months post-op, once you're allowed to eat, you may want to get your protein in the form of a protein bar as opposed to a shake, because it's going to be a little difficult for a while to get meat in. Meat should ultimately, or at some point, become your primary source of protein, but it's going to take a while to get there. So in the interim, focus on your protein shakes, and then progress to your protein bars and carry some with you. Okay, so these are the last two items, I believe, that I have, and those are antacids. Just any kind of antacids or whatever is recommended by your doctor. These are my preferred brand. I prefer to use the maximum strength Zantac 150. You can see this box or this packet is all beat up because I use it. This is actually real stuff that I use, real stuff that I carry around with me, because gas, acid, all of those things, it's going to take a while before it subsides. And so you want to have, something with you to help should you experience a bout of bad gas or a bout of bad acid, which is something that used to happen to me quite frequently and still does from time to time. It's not as bad as it was in the beginning, but there are days where it's pretty rough. So I reach for either my chewable antacids or somewhere around here, wherever I put it, my Zantac, and they usually do the job. Okay, so that concludes my version of What's in My Bag VSG Edition. If there's anything that you can think of that I left off may help a VSG patient post-op, please drop that down below. I would love to know. It still might help me out, even though I'm a little bit further along. I still need all the help that I can get. So anything you can think of, anything that you can use that I did not mention, drop it down below. And also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you can keep up with me. Okay, until next time, see y'all later. Bye.